everyone, this is Nina Perlove from RealFluteProject.com, and today I am playing and talking about the Karg-Elert Caprice number 2 from his 30 Caprices for Flute, Opus 107. And in 2011-2012 school year, this is one of the audition pieces for Kentucky Music Educators All-State auditions. Now today I am not playing on my flute. I'm actually borrowing a flute from Miles Ahead Music, who has very kindly sponsored this video today. And this is a Pearl 700 series flute. It is a sterling silver flute. It has a split E, it's open hole with a B foot joint, and has an offset G. So I'm playing a flute that might be similar to the kind of flute that you guys are playing in high school. It's really important, I think, to plan out where in this movement you want to use your thumb B flat fingering and where you need to slide it off and use the regular B flat fingering, because it goes back and forth from sections with B flat and sections to B natural. I like to take a breath in the second line right between the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th and 6th measures. Right before attacking that C natural, I like to take a quick breath to kind of place everything very neatly right there. Dynamics are really, really important in this movement. So really try to exaggerate all the dynamics. If you think you're doing it too much, then it's probably just right. Now, one of the things that I wanted to talk about also is tempo. And here it says, un poco mosso ma non brillante, and I'm not even going to try to say it in German, but it's there in German as well. So I would say that the tempo that I just performed it at is probably the outer limit of how fast you want to do it. It might even be pushing it and be a little bit toward the brillante tempo. So I would either play it at that tempo or slower. And it's really important in your audition that you do not play it any faster than you can play it cleanly and evenly. It's more important to play it cleanly and evenly than to play it fast and sloppy. You do not want to do that. So take it at a tempo that's comfortable for you. One of the things that's tricky in this piece are these wide intervals. So make sure you're vocalizing some of these leaps and even practice it with the singing and playing technique that I love so much. So for instance, in the end of the third line, I also happen to have a split E on this flute, which makes it a little bit easier. So that's nice for me. And we have the high E's again at the end of the fourth line. Now sometimes I like to play the high E with this pinky lifted up. In this particular instance, even though that note is unstable and wants to crack and it would be easier with the pinky up, I actually keep the pinky down there because I feel like I need the stability holding the flute there for all the changes my fingers are going through. I just feel more secure, but you can see what works for you there. And make sure you're vocalizing. Go slowly. I find what's tricky is going from the F to the E. And getting to that F. So I would practice E, F, E, E, F, E. And make sure you don't dot the rhythms. Don't go. I like to bracket the progression that goes from the F, F sharp, G, and A. I really like to outline that visually on my music and also in my ear. So I'll practice starting on the F. And then when I'm playing in context, I listen and try to grab those notes. It helps give me a little structure to that passage, which can be really, really tricky if you don't have anything to grab onto. Now, one thing I would really listen for is trying to make this etude sound musical and have a sense of phrasing. I actually think it's really fun. It has a flow to it, and there's a lot of give and take with the flow of the sound and the air, the dynamics, and even sometimes the tempo. I like to feel the rocking feeling right from the beginning, that sense of 3/8. So there's a rocking quality instead of just da 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 da. I'm going to play it first without any phrase. It's fine, it's correct, but it doesn't have any spirit. Now I'm going to feel the rocking quality. Personality. So really feel that rocking lilt that we get in a triple time. Even when we get to something hard like see, if I play it without any musicality or without the rocking feeling, it's very square. All the notes were correct, but it had no personality. Now right there, one thing that I like to do is I make sure I end the measure right before the piano. I keep it forte in the measure right before so that when I get to the piano, you can hear some contrast. So I keep this part forte and then try to really have a dynamic contrast change for the A, but don't let the A go flat. I have to try to really work to keep the pitch up. Because I've got an octave. So listen for the pitch there. Good luck and have a great audition.